against Anthony. And it's Porter. Outside Anthony. Dinwiddie against Russell. Outside Porter. To the inside. 6 to shoot. Here's Dinwiddie. The three-pointer, no good. And it's scored. Paulie brings it up for Orlando.
You know, you talk about the explosive athletes in the NBA, the most explosive athletes. I would think Aaron Gordon has to be on your list. I mean, this guy has great feet, tremendous speed, and he puts both to use on both ends of the floor.
All the officials are all over that.
Clearly a foul. I mean, they didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Magic shooting their first free throws of the game. And the athleticism is obvious for Gordon, but it continues Clark to still work on his skill game.
I love the fact that he's continuing to improve. He's grown as a shooter and a playmaker. He's always been a pretty good ball handler and passer. And we really forget how young he is, man. This guy still has a lot of room to grow.
Well, Clark, there's nothing like opening night. Preseason in the rearview mirror. Now the game's count for real. Terrific time.
Yeah, exciting for everybody because Coach brings eternal for all the teams in the league after you get beyond preseason and the games do count. They start calculating and documenting W's and L's.
Russell dishes to Ennis. Pass to DiVincenzo. With the teardrop, he takes it up and lays it in.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, I talked with Coach David Fizdale. He talked about the impact that Aaron Gordon can have, saying he's built for today's game with his mobility and strength. They've got to match his activity out there to have success. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David.
And Gordon's eyebrows go up when he sees an opportunity to drop the hammer. This guy is a phenomenal athlete. Throws it down with some major force.
Good on the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Vucevic. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, they say the post-up big man is dead and gone. Don't tell that to Nikola Vucevic. An offensive focal point, and he does some of his best work on that low block.
Cornet, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Now, here's Dinwiddie. 23 points for him the last game against the Hawks in Atlanta. He gets that one.
Spencer Dinwiddie making these difficult drives look easy, but his size helps him and his concentration is excellent.
And you look at the footwork of Vucevic inside, his moves and counter moves, terrific.
Shades of Kevin McHale. And that's something he's continued to develop in the pros. A response to defenders who often surpass him athletically.
Here's Russell. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, I tell you, Russell looking very comfortable taking on aggressive defense and getting the job done. That's good focus on his part.
Here's Cornet. Outside Anthony. Shoots over Vucevic. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Well, you got to respect the jump shot of Anthony because he's got the ultimate green light. And because of that freedom, he's a dangerous guy on the perimeter.
Here's DiVincenzo. Russell inside. Dinwiddie covering.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
Over Gordon. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep here to the paint. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And, you know, we can't measure Hart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Now in his 6th season in the NBA, hard to believe Aaron Gordon is still just 24 years of age.
Not much older than some rookies coming in. You wonder what his ceiling will be.
Otto Porter Jr. It's checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Bruce Brown in for Spencer Dinwiddie. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Yambo, he's checked in for Vucevic. Bagley comes in for Gordon. Hachimura, he's checked in for Ennis. And Evan Fournier subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
And there's the pass to Cornette. He kicks to Turner. Lets a floater go, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Brown against Russell. Pass to Fournier. Over Barrett. Unable to get that one. The Knicks go the other way with it. Brown feeling it out a bit. From the left block. Count that one. Here are the Magic now. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Russell passes to Biallo. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Brown, good.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Now, here is Russell. He's coming off a 28-point game against Chicago.
And we got to talk about his forced steals. That's a complete performance at both ends of the floor.
It's a tie game in New York. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
They've got Barrett. Layman is out there with Evan Turner. Then there's Brown. And it's Cornette in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Barrett, no good. New York comes into this one following a loss to the Hawks in Atlanta. And finished off by Bagley.
Yeah, ferocious at the rim. Bagley can finish with power or finesse.
And a trying summer for the New York Knicks fans. After trading away Porzingis, they were hoping to get a big-name player in free agency, Greg, and they didn't.
You know, shocking they refused to offer the max to Kevin Durant. I mean, there were concerns with the Achilles, but instead he ends up in Brooklyn. Combine that with fans' disappointment at missing out on Zion Williamson.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Magic?
They made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And New York making a change here. Robinson's checked in. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for the Magic. Here's Layman. He's guarded by Fournier. Clock is at 3. The shot by Layman, no good.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Down low. And finished off by Bagley.
Yeah, just great instincts there in the pick and roll. Like how fierce Bagley cuts after setting the pick.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Tries it from 19. Hachimura grabs the miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And he gets the bucket. Hachimura's got the lead up to 7 now for the Magic.
Yeah, the clever Frenchman. Fournier solid in recognizing when the defense isn't covering one of his teammates.
Outside Turner. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. New York, no good that time either. And finished off by Bagley.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to stretching this lead out a little bit.
New York calls timeout.
You look at a player like Bismack Biyombo, and I love his presence in the paint, a real rim protector, because he's not only got length, but he's also got a jumping ability and some girth as well.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Anthony's checked in for Jake Lane. Porter comes in for Turner. Kennard, he's checked in for Barrett. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Bruce Brown. Orlando also making some changes. Vucevic checked in for Biyombo. Aaron Gordon comes in for Hachimura. And it's James Ennis in for Evan Fournier. And with Biyombo, the length of his arms part helps him with that great rim protection.
Yeah, you know, I agree. It's a blend of length and strength, guys. He can be a boulder on the block, a rugged physical presence there, and hard to move when he gets anchored in.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Yeah, they're cracking. Absolutely cracking and looking to pad that lead.
Here's Dinwiddie. Bagley with the block.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooters. And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
That really has been the difference. I mean, they've been the better team in transition.
Shot to stop the run. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And Vucevic kicks to Ennis. Orlando needs to get off his shot. Bagley, no good. Knicks trail by 13. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Shot's good by Anthony.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the three spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Robinson with the block. Here's Kennard, defended by Gordon. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Here's Kennard. No points in the game yet for him. And he's good on the three ball.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Here's DiVincenzo. Dinwiddie covering. Passes it to Gordon. The Magic again can't hit. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for the New York Knicks. Trailing here by 8. Outside Robinson. There's the dish to Anthony. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. And it's 9 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
The feed to Vucevic. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year. It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. Nothing seemed to give way on. That's all for now. Say goodbye.
We've got second half action for you. And if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Seen from Carmelo Anthony.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
On the court for Orlando, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Then it's Ennis, then it's Russell, and it's DiVincenzo in the 2 shot. The Magic shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate. That's a nice.
All right, Clark, game is on the line. 1 free throw to make to win a big game. Who is up there for you?
I'd go with your colleague and mine.
Oh, yeah.
Since he's no longer in uniform today, I will go with Steph Curry and now
Here's Anthony. Makes the most of the high percentage shot. Anthony's got 11.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Vucevic. Knicks with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Kennard's shot is off.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Pass to Wayman. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Three-pointer. Sinks the triple. Dinwiddie's got his third basket of the night right there.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Russell looking around. Here's DiVincenzo. He has 6. Pocket 2. This one for 3. But they recover it. Here's Gordon. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 6.
Yeah, great hustle from Gordon using his patented vertical to sky up for the board.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Anthony. Turner comes in for Otto Porter Jr. It's checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Brown in for Dinwiddie.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Here's Russell. That shot off. The Knicks go the other way with it. Outside Turner. He dishes it to Barrett. High arcing shot. He lays it in.
Putting that speed to great use. Once Barrett gets a step on the D, good night.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Here's Russell. It's hauled in by Cornett. Cornett's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
And the big contract for Evan Turner entering its final year. Greg making over $18 million. Is he in line for a raise, you think?
Maybe not a raise, but he still remains a useful player. Never the most efficient scorer, but his rebounding and passing are what carry him.
Here's Cornett. And here's Brown. Here's Wayman. Off target with the open look.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
And that one's good. Russell.
And you know, Russell is so smooth. He's got deceptive length, which allows him to get those shots off behind the arc.
Brown drives in. Lays it up off the glass. Brown's got 6. And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Jake Layman. Then for the Magic, Marvin Bagley's checked in for Aaron Gordon. And Fournier subbed in for Ennis. Russell against Turner. And the layup's good off the glass. And 11 points for D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, the first half was one to deep 6 or forget. But in the second half, he's looked a lot better.
Robinson kicks to Turner. Bagley with the block. Left side Fournier. Dishes it to Bagley. Russell with it. Picked up by Brown. It's Russell with the drive. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Magic.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
34 seconds left in the third. Fournier's shot is off.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
And the call will be against Marvin Bagley. That's his first foul. So New York going with almost an entire new group. Anthony's checked in for Luke Cornett. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Turner. Kennard, he's checked in for Barrett. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Brown. Then for the Magic, Vucevic checked in for Biyombo. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for D'Angelo Russell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you can see what makes Hachimura a tough cover. He can beat you with finesse, and also he can bring hard at.
This is his first free throw of the game. Good on both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. Can't do much better than that, guys.
Here's Anthony. Misses.
Able to guard multiple positions. Bagley's athleticism and speed helps a ton on this end.
And from a recent huddle, let's listen in on head coach Steve Clifford.
Well, we're doing well. Great job. Show your hands.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Knicks trail by 8. Anthony is out there with Robinson. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. Then it's Otto Porter Jr. And it's Kennard in at the 2-guard spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Second chance effort. Robinson misses. Magic shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
They get it back. Robinson up and in on the layup.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Outside Fournier. The pass to Vucevic. To the middle. Over Robinson. Robinson with the block. Now here's Porter. He's guarded closely. Pass to Kennard. Outside Anthony. He lobs up the alley-oop pass and finished off by Robinson.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
Man, I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Dinwiddie against Fournier. Passes it to Kennard. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Hey, the unselfishness there by Dinwiddie. He's all about doing what's best for the team.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
In now, just 5 to shoot. Outside Fournier, beyond the arc.
You know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
But they get it back. Kennard's shot is off. Fournier passes to DiVincenzo. The dish to Vucevic. Tries it from 9. Good.
Superb body control by Vucevic. Bouncing off the defense and burying the shot.
Inside, here's Robinson, and the dunk by Robinson.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Fournier passes to Gordon. Back to Fournier. Robinson with the block, and he's able to get it back. And the call will be against Fournier. That is his first foul of the game. The Knicks making a switch here. Barrett's checked in. D'Angelo Russell's checked in for Orlando. New York's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Dinwiddie passes to Porter. Dinwiddie drives in. Softly drops in the floater.
Indeed, my goodness, the determined Dinwiddie. Spencer coming up big on a crucial possession.
Orlando trailing here. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries. Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. You look at D'Angelo Russell. What a contribution.
Well, you know, he's destroying them right now, guys. This defense has to make an adjustment to try and cool him off.
Kept his head and just stayed patient.
And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Robinson passes to Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Carmelo Anthony imposing his will inside. Doesn't take any time. Rising up for the dunk.
Here's DiVincenzo. To the inside. Here's Vucevic. The shot misses. Some solid defense from Robinson. Out of bounds. Orlando takes possession.
And what a time to get sloppy. A close game like this, you cannot be getting loose with the ball.
Russell against Dinwiddie. It's Russell with the drive. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on R.J. Barrett.
He never seems to get rattled. He's got a very calm, steady demeanor about himself. D'Angelo making it look easy.
Now, Dinwiddie. Here's Anthony. Gordon with the defensive effort.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense. Oh, wow, talk about saving something for the end. D'Angelo getting it done. You the man.
Pass to Anthony. Over Gordon. Here's Robinson. Late D that time from Vucevic. And so it's Ennis bringing it up now for the Orlando Magic. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. The pass to Vucevic. Robinson with the block. They recover it. And here's the fast break. Barrett leading the way. And a wide open look for Porter. And the baseline jumper, no good. And that's an intentional foul. Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5.
As it's always good to see a young player start to mature in front of our eyes, and Russell has been that kind of guy. He's done a great job figuring out how to become a better leader.
New York calls timeout. They're down by 6. We've got 28 seconds left in the game. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. New York, no good that time either. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He drops the first one. That makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. And it would take divine intervention for them now to get back in it.
Yeah, I'd have to say, guys, I don't think the man upstairs is really focused on a comeback.
Russell with it. And so it's Orlando winning this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.